It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I am all out of gum.
How dare you!
Well, hello there guys, and welcome to the channel. How's everybody doing today? How is everybody? It's too effing early? Is it? Is it that early? Is it that early?
Where's the lamb sauce?
Okay. 1 second. How early? It's not too early, is it? Perfectly reasonable time right now. Oh, look at that. Last word before the Alliance War season starts. Ironically, we are about... Ooh, whoops. 1 second, folks. 1 second. Someone just may or may not have a lamp follow. Love when that happens. Okay, it doesn't happen that often. Either way, I wanted to do something. Before we get going. So I'm gonna do it now. So beware, something is about to be done. Oh man.
Shut up and take my money.
Eric Nelson.
Eric Nelson $5. Miha.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to be doing here now. Gonna reduce it a bit. There you go. Submit this one. Thank you, Eric, by the way. I'm about to add it. But we're gonna go to commands. We're gonna add exclamation mark hammer. Pick a sound file. Should be the latest added. Perfect response. And it gives access to sponsors. Cooldown. 5 minutes. User cooldown 2 minutes. User cooldown 10 minutes. Cooldown 5 minutes. That's fine. Well, there you go, Eric. Now try doing this. Try typing in exclamation mark hammer now in the chat. Yes, you're right. That was exactly correct spelling. Just try it now, Eric. Just try it now. Oh, there you go. Finally, we got around to adding that. You got Kamehameha added. Finally. And it's not as loud as it was before. So here we are. What's up, Relentless? For 4 hours, and I've been able to wait for... Well, then I hope you get plenty of rest when it's time for you. Am I late? No. You're just at the very start of it. We're just starting. Shadow Raid. Ooh, that's very nice. Well, thank you very much for the Shadow Raid. Do you think if someone is going Prestige, he should go Herc, Doom, to Oregon? Well, the thing is, I'd honestly kind of... At the moment, my personal plan, anyways, is to... skip Torag at the very least for now, and just rank up Nimrod instead, because Nimrod is 6th, and I really don't want to go Torag. You know what I mean? So my personal plan is, well, I'm gonna see whether I'm gonna carry on with the top prestige rank ups later, but for now, as in like my next rank up, I'm generally thinking that I'm just gonna do Nimrod as my 3rd. And then I'm gonna figure out about Namor and Surfer later. But I think Nimrod, you know, would be... I want to rank up Nimrod anyways. And I really don't want to rank up Thor Ragnarok ever. So, I'll figure it out. Biswas, but... And remember that rank 4s don't really have much or anything to do with class itself. I don't know what happened there. Because, you know, you don't need a rank 4 from each class, kind of, if you can them up. Because if you get rank 4 materials, you know, you get rank 4 materials. Class catalysts are kind of easier to come by. So, this isn't like with tier 5 CCs where you're likely gonna hit, you know, each different class at a time. You might rank up 2 Cosmics, 2 Mutants before you take up anybody from Science, for instance. Very easily. Because the rank 4 doesn't need the class element to it. Hey, what's up, John Carter? How are you doing? And what's up, Sierra? Welcome. Oh, I thought I parried that. I guess I didn't. It's the new Batman movie. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched any trailers. I have been hearing some good things, so I'll watch it at some point. Don't think... I can't go out for movies this weekend anyway, so... I'll either have to wait a bit to watch it or find a different way to see it. But I have been hearing some good things. It's good, you know. It's good. I think anything that kind of bolsters DC back up a bit is a good thing. Otherwise, Marvel has, you know, no competition, and then they get lazy, and then we get Eternals, and then we get crap like that. So, I think it's in everybody's best interest for all of them to do as well as they possibly can. Okay, what's up, Pika? What's up, K-Dog? Jacob? Surfer is a safe rank up though. You won't be kicked out. Yeah, Surfer is a very safe rank up for Prestige. Surfer is the safest Prestige rank up. Being ranked out of the Prestige rank ups now. Well, Ragnarok is still in the top 5. You know, he's 4th, I believe. Namor is 5th, and then Nimrod is 6th. But there'll be like only a couple of point difference if you go with Thor Ragnarok. Sorry, if you don't go Thor Ragnarok, but pick Nimrod. Why rank 4 increase only a little? It's how Kabam has decided to scale them. I have made several videos about rank 4 scaling. Unfortunately, rank 5s are set to increase even less than rank 4s do. Rank 4 6 stars have the smallest increase in the game. Every other champion rank up typically increases like 30 to 40%. Rank 2 to 3 is only like 18%, no, 16% I think. So rank 2 to 3 was already very small increase as well. And then rank 3 to 4 is even smaller, and rank 4 to 5 is going to be even smaller than that. Rank 4 to 5 is only going to be 12% I believe increase. Simply put, you gain more benefit, strictly speaking, from taking a 6-star champion from rank 1 to 2 than you get from taking a champion from rank 2 to 3 to 4 combined, pretty much. Or they're very similar at the very least. Because Kabam is kind of slowing the power difference in between the highest ranks in an attempt to kind of like keep them more grounded, keep the game more grounded, I guess. Extend the shelf life of 5 stars, stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure why exactly they're doing it, but 6 stars scale really weird compared to 4 stars and 5 stars. And they scale a lot slower. They start very high, comparatively speaking, but they scale very badly. Especially after rank 2. Rank 1 to 2 is a very decent good scale, and then it's really bad. Nimrod solid rank up for both prestige and utility? Yes. Yes, I agree. I agree. But yeah, so I'm personally planning likely on taking Nimrod up as next at the moment. It might change, I'm not like super committed to it. But at the moment, it looks like the most likely option. First rank 4 is going to be APOC. He's currently 660. Well, if you 100% Act 7, you're going to get like 200 generic 6 stones. So don't worry about the SIG level if you have the champion already awakened, because you're going to get enough SIGs to 200 whoever you want. So there you go. You're going to be able to get that APOC all the way up as well. Hope I had a great weekend. It was alright. Some ups and downs, but you know, I was feeling better today, which I'm quite happy about. Feeling better. So, Second rank 4 is going to be Hype. Hype is an awesome champion, rank 2. Sorry, rank 4 as well. Hype is, yeah, again, obviously there is the prestige issue, but Hype is awesome. I like Hype a lot. It's going to be very interesting to see what you can do with the rank 4 Hype. Nice Nimrod video. Thank you, Brandra. Finally, you got your Nimrod video so you can stop asking me. Right? Right? Finally, you can lay off me about the Nimrod video. Loving the videos, but just want your opinion on Elsa. If she's any good champ or just a fun one. She's not bad. I'm gonna tell you that one. She by no definition of a word would fit in the description of a bad champion. Is she a champion that I personally am overly committed to or interested in? And this is again kind of my, well, you asked for my personal opinion. So my personal opinion has been this. I rank 5'd her at the time when rank 5s are still like very viable. And one way or another, every single time when I tried using her, it just didn't work out. I tried her in Act 6 and Act 7 and stuff like that. And whenever I tried playing with her, she just didn't do what I thought she would do. I think there's an alternate version of this game where Kabam didn't kind of backtrack on their mega increased attack value strategies.
Eric Nelson, $2. Line.
Okay. Where Kabam didn't backtrack on their mega increased attack value strategies, but she's a better champion than she is right now. Currently, I don't think she's, you know, top tier skill option for rank up. I think, you know, if you like her, you're gonna be able to do, you know, a lot of awesome things with her. But I also think the same for plenty of other champions, you know. Think like, I don't know, Red Goblin can do some awesome things if people actually commit to it, like Ronin or, you know, Jubilee, and I don't know, Wood. There are a lot of champions like that that are good, they're not bad, they're just not quite at the very tippy top of their respective classes. Voodoo is a bad example, but Voodoo is higher. But you know what I mean. So I think it's good. When I 100% Act 7, I'm going to Sig 180. I also have to decide if I want to Sig up rank 4 APOC or my rank 3 Mojo. Again, Mojo's Sig is more helpful. I'm going to go Sig 180. I'd probably start with Mojo as well, but I'd do APOC afterwards. I'd probably start with Mojo first as well, if it would help you there. But then I'd definitely immediately afterwards jump to APOC. Because even though APOC Sig is not that useful, it's still helpful, and it's still going to be your rank 4. So it's still going to matter a lot for a long time. So I want to Sig it up. So start with Mojo, then go with Omega. When will Omega Sentinel's abilities will drop? Can't wait. Well, they should drop by end of this week, I believe. I think they should drop by end of this week. And 45 is round. Rank 45 is 12.2%, if I'm not mistaken. Rank it. Difference is that Doom and Surfer are... Yeah, that's true. That Doom and Surfer has that big difference. I think, you know, Namor and stuff like that, it's not as major. You're absolutely correct. Difference is that Doom and Surfer is very, very far ahead. What's up, Dubay? How are you doing? How are you doing? 6200 Mallman? I'd love to see that. Nice beard. Beard? Well, thank you, Pedro. I'm glad you like it. I quite like it too. Thanks. What about the Havoc video? It's never good enough for you assholes, is it? Maybe I'll make a Havoc video. So much green in chat, it's not even 420. Well, it's not gonna be 420 still for a while, no? When am I making Old Man Logan video? Never. It's too old. Old Man Logan's too old. No, like, I mean, I do genuinely think that Elsa is capable of doing plenty of things. Just everything that you would potentially use Elsa for, there are more effective options for literally every single thing. Like, shrugging of debuffs, you know? Why would you use Elsa if you can use, like, Kingpin or Shang-Chi or Maulman Ota? Or, you know, that evade kind of assisted intercept. Killmonger does that, Maulman does that. Shang-Chi can find super easy ways to get openings, stuff like that. Still a Centurion vs Nimrod and get mixed reviews. Oh, I personally believe that Nimrod is 100% more important. For Havoc. Ah, deleted the game 2 weeks ago. Well, I hope you do come back when Battlegrounds hit. I think Battlegrounds are gonna manage to pull quite a few people back. Maybe even Jacob. Maybe even Jacob. Imagine that would be a day of jubilation. Or great misery, pending, you know, what is it? Can we have full guide video for Mr. Fantastic? Like the Nimrod video? Will help a lot. Maybe. As I said, next one that I will do is going to be the one that gets the most comments and most upvotes and comments. Isn't compensation supposed to drop before end of the month? It is. It is. If the compensation is not in my inbox tomorrow morning, I'm making a video on it because the new season's about to start. This is the last off-season war. Once this war finishes, you know, off-season's over, season's starting. So if we don't get that shtick from Kabam, then, you know, I'll make some friendly jabs. 7, yeah, my bad. I just focus on trying to catch up. You're absolutely right. You're at 7, Eric. 100%. My apologies. Hey, what's up, Rin? How are you doing? Why is it Vision at rank 3? Do you in Battleground? No, I don't. That's the thing. I don't Battleground yet. He might be rank 3 when Battlegrounds come, and, you know, if he's needed. That's kind of like the thing there. He's bleed out. You know what I mean? I'm at the moment accumulating as many resources as I can, and I'll only do rank ups not to let stuff expire. Like my next catalyst set to expire, I think I skill or science the 4 CCs in like 2 weeks from now. So I'm basically just saving up all the catalysts, and the more information I know about Battlegrounds, you know, the better rank ups you can make. You never know about exactly what nodes are going to be there and stuff like that. So if I rank up for Battlegrounds, well, number one, I want to make sure that it's worth ranking up for Battlegrounds. Might turn out to be a situation like with Incursions. It's, you know, neat little pastime, but absolutely not worth doing it if Kabam screws it up, you know? And if they do that, then why would I want to rank up champions specifically for Battlegrounds in the first place? And the second thing, obviously, is nodes will determine a lot of stuff. So I do think that Vision's likely going to be very good for it, and I'll likely rank up Vision. But you never know. Maybe Starkey and Spider-Man's better, and I should be ranking up Starkey instead of Vision, based on nodes and stuff. So I'll just wait and get as much information as needed before I actually have to do something. Because there's no benefit for me to rank 3 that Vision now. You know, what am I going to do with them? Hey, what's up, Infamous? How are you doing? Here comes... We're kicking your ass today? Good. When Battlegrounds come out, people who ranked up Ebony Maw will be happy. So I hear. And I do have a rank 3 Ebony Maw. What about you? Nothing. Go back to sleep, Jacob. No. Good grind the penny in the basic arena. Alright, 6. Well, best of luck to you. Best of luck, Devon. Rank ups are forced by the amount to Alpha's expiring. Well, that's the thing. I don't have any catalyst expiring for another 2 weeks right now. I think I don't anyways. I'm gonna quickly check. There's catalysts. Yeah, I still have 13 days. Some left. And yeah, well, here we are. 13 days, 2 weeks. So I'm just saving them catalysts. Just saving them catalysts. That's it. Nothing else. Saving them cats. And then, you know, the more we know about Battlegrounds, the better decisions we can make. Annoyed right now with my alliance. We are running this war like it was in season to get us prepared, but my team is ranked 3k. 80%. Ah, poor you. I'm sure you're gonna get over it. Preparing for season is a good thing after all, you know. Besides, it's only like 1 day, and then you're gonna have some. Then you're gonna get your champions free. I never really get fussed for things like that, you know. I'm missing some champions. Okay, you know, you can wait or you can try a different path or different champions. It's not the end of the world. Teamwork is more important than some minor inconveniences, I would say. And look, okay, but that didn't excite me. Well, we're gonna see. We'll see, Jacob. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Besides, I think that would be an actual nice challenge for you if you did kind of return. To try and, you know, regain ground. I think that would be quite exciting as well. But obviously there's no point in coming back if the game doesn't improve in significant, you know, manner. So I'm not even going to really bring it up unless Battlegrounds does turn out to be quite awesome. And you see us all having fun and making fun of you for not having, for not enjoying it. Which I probably will. Rank 3-year long shot? No, don't need. And what's for Battlegrounds you get? Yes, maybe. Maybe Relentless. I don't think Ultron needs rank 4 at all. He's tanky enough to rank 3. Rank 4 stat boost don't do much for him. Would rather take Nimrod. Yeah, I would rather take Nimrod as well over him. But I'm quite sure that a lot of people are considering Ultron, and it will be quite interesting. But yeah, I mentioned it specifically was Ultron does not necessarily need it as much as some of those champions. Kind of agree with you on that. Maybe I shouldn't have included Ultron, but Silver Centurion instead. Maybe there's a slight mistake in that video. But he still wasn't in my like top options, so I'm okay with that. I'm gonna make basic arena a bit easier. They need to make that Summoner Trials easier. That amount of TFI basics. Well, yeah, told you. I'm just saving up some TFI basics too. Saving up my TFI basics too. New daily card coming up on Wednesday. You excited? No. I hope it's bad. Every month I hope it's a bad daily card. So I'm not excited by it. Honestly, at the moment, while the game is running as poorly as it is, and whilst Kebab is doing as poor of a job as they are, I don't feel very good for spending money on the game. Every time I do, you know, I feel a little bit of shame. I don't mind spending on the game if they're doing well, but they're not. So, you know, for all intents and purposes, on Wednesday I hope the monthly card sucks. If they have an awesome month of March, then I hope the next one is good. You know what I mean? I bring Jacob graduated from MCOC rehab. Seems like it. Seems like he did. Nimrod has cuteness points. Nimrod looks like a big marshmallow, man. Nimrod looks awesome. I like the way he looks. Catching up is not fun. That sucks. I mean, it would be a challenge for you. I know it's not fun, but I know you in the same way as, like, you know me. And there is something gratifying, you know what I mean? Because that would give you a completely different task at hand. And I think the reason you left, large part of the reason is because you had no task. Your only task was, like, you know, to keep spending, basically. It didn't even matter what content you clear. Now, within half a year, if you had content to do, if you had, you know, things to catch up on, under the kind of motivation of being more competitive in Battlegrounds, assuming that game mode is, like, really good. I think that would be exactly the type of thing to bring you back. Because it would obviously give you a clear goal. I think there should be a tier 2 alpha arena? Yeah, why not? I think there should also be tier 5 basic arena. My victory screen different, mine is still older one. Mine is different because I have enabled beta features, Roman. So if you go to your settings, you need to tick where it says beta features opt in. And if you do, then you're going to get the same battle screen. And you're also going to be able to skip level 3s in arenas and some other quests. Without and people rank 4, and also take in consideration that heroes increase power gain champions. Yeah, I agree, Rin. That's a worthwhile point. But ultimately, I think it's just, you know, if you have like a champion that you absolutely love, rank that. If you think it's worth it generic in the current state of the game, I have a video about that not too long ago, I think, but ultimately I think top 5 options for a generic awakening gem include Hercules, include Archangel, include Kitty Pryde, include Nick Fury. What is the 5th one? I don't know. Might be Mr. Fantastic. Maybe a few more. But definitely those 4 are top. I think Archangel, Nick Fury, Hercules, and Kitty Pryde. I would not hesitate generic up any one of them. The 4 best ones. Nimrod looks like Barney the Purple Dancer, kind. And Pearl's oh, yeah, he does. Nimrod looks odd, but I like it. You know, it's cool. It took some getting used to. It really did. But I like the way Nimrod looks. It's kind of nice. Kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet. He's a big cutie pie. I predict daily shards. Daily card with Emerald shards in it. Who knows? Tier 5 arena. Yeah, I think that should be tier 2 and tier 5 arenas. Generally do. Why not? You know, why not? It's a good reason not to. Any idea about next EQ side quest or 7.4 date? Yes. Well, update is on 7th or 8th, so next side quest is gonna come out. Next monthly, like, event quest and side quest is gonna come out on 9th, which is gonna be the first Wednesday after the update. And 7.4 is likely gonna come out on 16th, which is Wednesday after. So 7.4 should be on 16th, most likely. Boom. Come on. There you go. Nino looks like a fluffy Pokemon? Yes. Yes, he does. For 2 years getting hot up has been huge motivation. See? There you go. Hot up is a good thing. On battlegrounds, you might not need to reward anymore. Also true. Depends what the reward system is going to look like. Glory Star actually should change. Glory Star should change any month now. Really. In March, it's going to be 1 year. So I wouldn't be surprised if they actually update Glory Star next month at some point. Because yeah, it's about to be exactly 1 year since I last updated Glory Star. So I personally kind of expect it, you know, any day now. Any day could be an updating Glory Star, really. Only content that's come out since I left is 7.3, so there's so much content. Well, shut up, Jacob. There's gonna be some by the time Battlegrounds arrive. You know what I mean? Did like your recommended first rank 4 video? Only thought Emo Tiger is still great with damage masteries. I don't know. Maybe. But hey, you probably know better. Anyways, you probably know better. It's just, you know, I don't play Tiger that much, but I always have my reservations on adding Tiger to my team if I run damage masteries. For one reason or another, but I guess it's a fair point. But hey, you know, next time, maybe I'll agree with you. But I definitely do need to get in more Tiger practice myself as well. And thanks, buddy. Hope that when skip special 3 buttons normal thing, not beta opt-in. Spacing. Yeah, I hope they fix the spacing. That spacing issue can be annoying with Doom and a few other champions. Catching up shit motivation anymore? I don't know. I disagree. But you know, whatever motivates you. We all tick a bit differently. We're all put together a bit differently. The damage scale so well, increased damage so much that almost everything's gone in one specialty without getting hit. Okay, fine. Stupid body lily. Fine. You win. I'm wrong, you're right. Nah, again, you know. I'm sure you know better. It's all good. Any time flies. Fast Explorer Abyss. 2 years old. Yeah. Time does fly. Time does fly indeed. Hope for a new one. I hope for a new Abyss soon. You're doing the tiger map on middle. There you go. Anyways, later. I'll see you later, Damage. See you later. I'm only motivated by jelly beans. Did John bribe you again? Is John, you know, at the back of the room by the telly, prohibiting you from watching the stream on telly? And do you have a fresh pot of jelly bean? Katie's tiger videos, look at me running, look at me flying, oh shit, oh crap. Yeah, that's pretty much that. And it's not that bad. I'm getting slightly bit better. I'm getting slightly bit better. And now, you know, when I kind of go random fights with Tigra, you know, I still don't do perfect, but if I do kind of like any serious fights with Tigra, you basically just need to duel a few times to figure out the spacing. Tigra is one of those champions where you really want to practice or duel, at least for me at the moment, before any fight. That your opinions evolve over time? So just food for thought? No, again, as soon as you said it, it kind of makes sense. I do get it. I do get it. Because yeah, her damage does get significantly better. I have noticed, you know, quite a big difference. And also as a Mystic, she doesn't, you know, super rely on MD. So most Liquid Courage double edge setups don't really have it on, so you're not really suffering out there because of it either. Got you on telly tonight. Had a few of them. So. Some are rank, some are lush. Well, isn't that the entire point of them, JJ? Isn't that the entire point of them? Man 630. Oh yeah. Tigra does need quite high sig, in my opinion, though. I really don't like low sig or unduped Tigra. I think it's easier actually to play with unduped one than it is with low sig, because when I start playing with a low sig one, I get that kind of like panic, urgency, stress, because they start expiring so quick that you tend to make bad decisions. You know what I mean? It's better if you don't have any of those modes active, at the very least, then you know that, you know, you're not rushing. You're kind of playing more peacefully and more calmly than you are if your target is like sig 20, you start the fight, and by the time you land your first parry, like, you know, your modes are almost gone, and you're like, ah, shit. I think it's almost better, you know, from just kind of like mental perspective, have Tiger unawakened than sig 20 pretty much. Well, I think anyway. But what do I know? But yeah, I hope you get hit sig 200. Hope you get hit sig 200. Motivated by tequila. I don't think that's called motivation. I don't think that's called motivation. To get some tequila into yourself. I don't think that's motivation there. I think we're talking about slightly different things. And use here for UC equivalent spacings. Any champs? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
J's $26.
I'm in the background.
I'm in the background, Katie.
Yeah, but that means Emma is not allowing you to play your new PlayStation, is she? Can't play your games, man. Hey, what's up, Mr. Victor? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. And let's get John up there. Let's get John up there. Since John admitted in being in background, I'm gonna put it up as JFam. They always deserve it. JFam. And that is 2678. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much. I missed those flexing tiger vids, Jacob. Aye. Wait, Jacob never got a 6-star tiger, did he? Yeah, I think... Did he get it? Did he ever pull a tiger? I think, you know, it was tiger and... I think it was tiger and... Silver Surfer. That the poor sod could never get. For my 10th featured, got old balls. At least he's new. Well, any new champion's good, man. Any new champion you should be happy with. I know I am. Definitely know I am. Recommend at least Sig 100-ish for Tiger damage masteries. Much more important with them for sure. Yep. Well, here in one of the chats, I'm in the drops on 29th. Didn't see any official announcement on the forum. I think that one of the chats is trolling you, Mr. Biswas, because sorry to break it to you. But this year we do not have 29th. Not trying to be mean, but I think you have gotten bamboozled. Because this year, February, like most of the years, only has 28 days. Meaning tomorrow is the 1st of March already. Means if the compensation is set to drop on 29th of February, we have a couple of years to wait till that happens. That next 29th of February should be in 2024, I believe.
What a new but install.
So I think you got bamboozled and hard. Like really hard. I think there is quite a few people kind of giggling behind your back right now. And I'm not gonna comment on it more, but yeah, somebody bamboozled you. Hey, what's up, elmandalorian? How are you doing? Your streams are chill and calm? Why, thank you. I do try to make sure that people do feel relaxed, yeah. Today I'm Thronebreaker. What should I do first? Act 7 Explorer variants. Act 7 Explorer. If you can. If you can do Act 7 Explorer. Wow, I miss Forum. Why do you miss Forum? Why do you miss Forum? I like the straight face, KT, or at least the attempt. I mean, what do you expect from me? I was doing my best. I was doing my best. I read that comment and I nearly lost it myself. Okay, what's up, Grandfold? How are you doing? How are you doing, Grandfold? I get the prestige game, then I highlight top 30, 6-star prestige champs except Dr. Doom. Should I spend all generic 6 on him? Well, yeah, that's how you progress. Nobody ever has all the top prestige champions. You work on the ones you have, and then you put deliberate effort in getting the ones you don't. You know, if you don't get to go like, I don't have any of the top 36 champions. You specifically target them. You figure out which crystals, which options, what way is the best way for you to try and get to them. You know what I mean? You don't get to turn around and go, it's like, no champions. Save your awakening gems for them. You plan for them, right? And you target the crystals that are needed, for instance. And that's how you get them. But yeah, for now, you work on the top prestige champions that you do have. And it's always kind of like one at a time thing, you know? Figure out the one, then you're gonna move on to the next one, and then the next one. Takes time. Got some great news for me. Which anime is getting... which anime are you talking about, Devansh? Finishing lunch, getting ready... Go back at work. Well, I hope you have a great day at work at the very least. That's all I can do there. That's all I can do there. Long week ahead? Well, maybe not. You never know. Maybe not. Go back in the chat on March 1st bragging about your juicy compensation rewards. Yeah, that might work. Hey, what's up, Midwest Whale? How are you doing? Things are going swimmingly. Splish splash. Not too bad. Not too bad. I had worse days, you know. I mean, realistically, you know, world and things and are far from perfect, but it also kind of helps you put things in perspective. So it's all good. It's all good. And besides, I get to hang out with you guys this evening, and I'm happy to spend my time with you. And someone is grumpy for losing 6-star shots because 28 days. Oh yeah, I remember that. I did facepalm over that as well. I did facepalm. I'm right now in Ukraine. Sorry to hear, so Khan. I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. And man, stay safe. That's all I can say. You know, I'm sure you know better than everybody else, but you know, stay safe. Definitely my sympathies and thoughts and with the people that are in Ukraine right now, and definite admiration to those people who are picking up arms and fighting for their country. You visited 7.4 beta, right? Yes. Well, I already did, kind of, Roman. Already did. But don't stress too much about 7.4 beta. But yeah, as 7.4 comes out, I will make guides and stuff like that. Don't stress about that. Everything shall be made. Everything shall be made. Does Abyss have 6-star 6 stones? Yes. Abyss has 6-star 6 stones on the paths as well, alongside 100% exploration too. I mean, first time, you can't farm 6-star 6 stones in Abyss if you have already explored, if that's what you're thinking about. You cannot, you know, keep exploring Abyss and get 6-star 6 stones. It doesn't work like in Labyrinth. Like, even in Labyrinth, it's, you know, stupid. Do a path, get 1 6 stone, but in Abyss, there's nothing like that. There's 20 or 30 per path, but it's only the first time. Like, I explored Abyss more than twice over, and you know, you don't get anything extra for finishing that path afterwards. Bison Wolf, I recommend to you. I don't know what it's about, but hey, might take a look. Try and explore Act 7. Well, best of luck, Mateo. Best of luck to you, Mateo. Hope you do. The mom said we will get compensation at the end of the month. I think they did. I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. But if we don't get it, it's not just the end of the month thing. It's the fact that new season's about to start. So if we don't get it like tomorrow, then it means that that compensation shtick, you know, the entire off season is going to be over, and we're going to have to, you know, start new season with people still waiting for it. So if I wake up tomorrow and it's not delivered, I'll probably make a video on it, asking, hey, what gives? This is kind of silly now, isn't it? I get it takes time, but, you know, just makes it look quite silly if we're starting a new Alliance War season and still waiting for compensation from the previous one. You know what time sucks? I'm sure you'll get through. I'm sure you'll get through, L. I was first. Oh, I get it. My anime for me like that is Get Backers. Get Backers was the first anime I ever watched. Therefore, it's always going to be kind of a bit special for me. Are we on? Yeah, me too. Keep hoping beyond hope we can draw things down before it's too late. Yes, I hope, you know. Everybody's afraid, man. You don't know what's gonna happen, because this entire thing is 2 bad decisions away from billions and millions of people dying. Everybody in the world is terrified. Or at least most of the people are. Nice rank 4 with KT. My first rank 4 is APOC. Next will be Herc. Nice, Michael. Nice. Those are very, very solid choices. Very solid choices. Another incentive to get my lazy ass to finish Abyss. Yes, get your lazy ass to finish Abyss. Be waiting for 7.6 guide without crying for those. You know, 7.6. You mean 7.4? You mean 7.4? Don't worry, I'll make it. I'll make it, and I'll make a good one. I'll try to do better job than I did with 7.3 ones. But yeah, still need to live that long. Do we know when official release of 7.4 will be exactly? Well, it's not been officially announced, but it's more than likely going to be 16th of March, because a new update should be coming in about a week, so there'll be like 7th or 8th. 9th of March is going to be 9th of March is going to be when we get like monthly event quest and side event and stuff like that. And then normally content drops like 1 week later, which would be 16th. Which would be 16th of March. So I would be willing to bet, you know, I don't know, $100 on 16th of March. As the time we get 7.4. Hey, what's up, Marine? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're safe. So it's the last day? What is going on? What do you mean? So it's the last day? Well, yeah, it's pretty much the last day, I think. Yeah, I'm sure we will. Give me a part of the world in my prayers. Thanks, man. You know, I'm in UK at the moment, so I don't feel overly threatened, even though, again, if this escalates, then, you know, who knows what's gonna get hit where. But my family and friends and parents are quite panicked because they're in Latvia. And they have, you know, tiny country bordering Russia. It's not a happy time. And every single thing Putin said about Ukraine can pretty much be said about Latvia, about like historical connections and plenty of Russian speaking people living in Latvia, because Latvia does have about 40% Russian, you know, speaking people as a first language. So pretty much everything Putin said about Ukraine can be said about Latvia for the most part. So people back there are terrified. Bullshit, they had 21 million revenue in week's compensation. That 21 million figure is not entirely accurate, by the way. Just so I know. Overall, they had a devastating financial year. They did do better in Q4, yes, than they did in 1, 2, and 3. But quarter per quarter, Lawrence, just so I know, they did worse than they did last 2 or 3 years. I made a video on it. You might want to check it out. It's not like they're swimming in cash, comparatively speaking. I mean, they obviously are still very profitable and stuff like that, but I'm saying, comparatively speaking, they have lost significant amount of revenue. So let me link you to a video where I analyze the actual revenue, because I saw those announcements about 21 million, stuff like that. Anyways, MCOC finance. Where is the finance video? No. I don't know. Still 21 in a month. And it's not pure profit, it's revenue. And also gifting event itself has significantly inflated revenue numbers because there's crap. Anyways, they definitely have money. What I mean to say, they definitely have money to fix it. But for those of you who are interested in like an actual like game trends, even though they did obviously better in Q4 than they did in, you know, up until that time in the year, it still was nowhere near good enough to save the last financial year, which is, you know, alongside MROC going bust and MCOC falling back several years in terms of revenue, which is also likely all the reason for the changes of the CEO and mergers and everything else that's happening, which is why I'm kind of still able to maintain optimistic for the most part that something still can change, because, you know, there are very significant changes happening in Kabam and Netmarble and everything else. So we'll see what happens there. Looking back at the forum post about new compensations, later date, that's what I remember. I think somebody said it, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna make a video on it tomorrow if the compensation isn't here. I'll try and find out what they say. I didn't set face when I know. Yeah, it's not gonna be one refill. Even though, you know, I'm not particularly fast about the compensation either. I'm kind of, you know, here's the thing. I'm more annoyed by the fact that they said that it's coming and it hasn't come yet than I would be like otherwise, you know? I don't really care for that compensation. I'm just annoyed that, again, they're bullshitting. Ah, it's coming, and then they're making everybody wait 2 weeks. It just looks silly. It looks like they're kind of like, shoo, fuck off. And, you know, if we get time, we're gonna actually send it out. Does that mean it'll be coming down not long after release? Yes, I think it does, JJ. I think it does. I'm considering iHulk for the next rank 4. However, the fact that he isn't AW reliable... Oh yeah, that AW thing could be very meaningful problem. I think iHulk would be an amazing rank 4 though, because iHulk is one of those ideally burst damage champions. In a sense like Corvus, you know? Or the other, because it really matters how big of a HP you can guaranteed reliably burst down with iHulk. So I can see very good argument for iHulk being rank 4. And if you can like nuke down larger amounts, it can be potentially very huge for iHulk. And yeah, when we get new info, it should be Wednesday this month, bro. It should be at some point this week. Could be tomorrow, most likely Wednesday. We're gonna get updates and stuff like that for next month. Time to rewatch the anime. Alright, go enjoy yourself. I'm glad it made you happy. We'll fix the bugs next update. Of course, we all do. They're set to be releasing that, you know, input beta. Goodbye, and I'll keep your family in prayers. Thanks, Marine. Yeah, I called my mom, not yesterday, day before yesterday. And it's been a while since I spoke with her for like a longer amount of time anyways, but, you know, listening to your mother in tears just out of fear is fucking terrifying. It really fucked me up for like the rest of the day. Really did. I don't think I had like ever been in a situation like that, you know. Obviously we have had problems in life, and I had heard my, you know, mother be upset and cry, but never just out of pure fucking fear. Back to work. Alright, get back to work, and hope you stay safe soon. See you later. I'll see you later. Your roster is so huge. What is my prestige? My prestige? I don't know. 14,688. My prestige. Why not Kitty Pride, really? Kitty Pride is amazing, obviously. Option too. Obviously, Kitty Pride is an amazing option. What's up, Zaitan? How are you doing? Good vibes. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you very much. What do we get here? Oh yeah, Kitty is awesome, definitely. Hey, what's up, Akoris? How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. What else did I add here with them? I think that's Hood. Yes, that's Hood. Oh. Continue. Latvia is in the EU. They're pretty safe. Well, you say so. I understand like Latvia is in EU and NATO, and you know that's definitely a way to think about it. But you know, when there's Putin threatening nukes and getting ready with shit like that, and what's the best way to put it? Like, it's still the fact that Latvia is a tiny country. Most of the people in Latvia that are older than I am still remember how it was to live under Soviet rule, and they actually have experienced. Fear doesn't always have to be rational. You know, if you can break down everything calmly, then yeah. Obviously, for instance, you know, maybe Finland has somewhat more to worry because they're not in NATO than people in Latvia. But again, my mom grew up in Soviet Union. It wasn't always free. She remembers how it was. And before, you know, I'm sure that people in Latvia also at some point thought that, you know, they're going to be safe and nothing bad's going to happen. And, you know, they lost their freedom multiple times. So, it's not as simple. You know, we can all be very clever and say, yeah, likely not going to happen, stuff like that. But, again, if it doesn't stop in Ukraine, if it gets bigger, if, you know, somebody does something stupid, NATO gets involved, if NATO gets involved, China gets involved, you know, we don't know exactly how it's going to happen. And I'm not trying to fearmonger anyone. I'm just saying that fear doesn't work like that. You know? Kind of like why people are afraid of dark. Latvia independent and democratic? Yes, Latvia is independent and democratic. Latvia is post-Soviet Union Republic. Latvia regained its independence in 1991 when Soviet Union fell. Working on units? Yeah, me too. I need more units and more units. So I'm gonna leave this here for now. I'm gonna get in this arena a bit. Just gonna Lop some 5 stars a bit. We're mostly against NATO expansion. Yeah, that was obviously the official reason there, but you know, also the public messaging that has been. Anyways. Yeah, of course, Ankit. I am, you know, I'm relatively well versed in this situation and also in the, you know, historical events that led up to this. And don't get me wrong, you know, once the dust settles, at the moment, there will be no heroes apart from people of Ukraine. That's it. You know, obviously some people are worse than others. There are bigger baddies than others, and in my eyes, ultimately the way I break it down is there's only one world leader who gave an order to invade and kill, and he knew there's going to be, you know, huge devastating losses. So ultimately that is the bottom line for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm fully well aware that US, EU, NATO, Italy, Germany, all of those countries effectively led to it. Ukraine itself, with the, you know, their internal issues and corruption and inability to regain kind of like stability in those regions. There's a lot more to it than, you know, CNN will like to tell you. But as a kind of like good comparison is, you know, you watch CNN, MSNBC, you see that they're full of shit and they're putting their spin on pretty much everything they're reporting on. But I spent a couple of hours today watching RT television, and, you know, I felt bad about complaining about CNN because that shit is wild. You know, on Russian television, everybody in Ukraine is fucking Nazi. And, you know, everything that Russians do, they're kind of blaming on Ukrainians. They're not reporting anything bad that they do. They're just reporting everything that Ukrainians do. Every other report is, you know, Russians take this, Russians seize this, Russians win that. You know, Russians are advancing, Russians are winning and stuff like that. And they're not showing any, you know, they can't even call it invasion. You know, in Russia, they are effectively demanded to call it military operation. They can't even fucking admit to what it is, you know. It's a military operation, it's not war, it's not invasion. So, you know, again, that kind of like shows you perspective. Well, you can still find RT, I believe, on YouTube. That's where I found it earlier today. But the point is, you know, I'm sure every country has their history and stuff like that, but, you know, there are levels to this shit. And right now, the situation that we're looking at, I'm not saying that, you know, it randomly came out. It's not like he woke up one morning and said, this is what I'm going to do. But, you know, right now, to me, it's not too hard to pick a side I can, you know, support more so than other. It's not that I think that either East or West, you know, are, you know, super clean or done, you know, done everything perfectly or are saints. No, all of them are fucking criminals and assholes. Most of the countries among the world. There are worse and there are better ones. And just like the comparison of CNN and RT, where at least one of them is still somewhat based in reality. What I saw in RT was fucking disgusting. Like, honestly, like state troops and giving speeches about how everybody in Ukraine is, like, you know, denazifying them and they're fascists and shit like that. And you could clearly see, like, you know, fucking fake photoshopped and, you know, theater plays reported as news is what they were showing. They were showing months old footage as current events. You know, and again, I'm sure there's that stuff in CNN shit and NBC and MSNBC and everywhere else too, 100%. But when you put them next to side by side, it's quite fucking obvious, you know, which one at least has still some sort of resemblance of legitimacy. That is not, and that is to say that, you know, none of them are 100% in the right. Why do you think Finland are not part of NATO? I'm not, I have not looked into that specific issue. You know, I don't know. You know, I'm sure if, you know, if you want me to, I can find out and, you know, figure it out by tomorrow. But right now, I don't know. And I think that's another important thing to remember, is that it's important to remember things that you do know and things that you don't know. And not to pretend that you know everything or that you have all the answers. Know how many times I'm like, I wish Katie made a video and you put out the exact video like next day. I don't know, Michael. I don't know, but I try. There's a reason for it. You know what's the reason for it, Michael? It's big brain right here. Big brain. When you're in a situation like Eastern Europe's in. Well, yeah. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. If he gets involved, then this will turn him. Exactly, you know. But that's what I'm saying. You know, this entire thing, everybody can talk about who's safe, who's not. But realistically, this entire thing is 2 bad decisions away from this going fucking insane. Not that it isn't already. And, you know, it's really not all that far-fetched even. Because a lot of people don't realize that even an accident can push this further. If as a result of Russian military actions, you know, a rocket, you know, steers off course, or even due to their cyber attacks, there is a loss of life to NATO countries' militaries, whilst they are in their own territories, because, you know, cyber attacks, for instance, can easily travel across borders and stuff like that, then, you know, they'd have to get involved, and then it would be very, very, very easy thing for it to get out of hand. Over there, we don't know that, Relentless. We don't know. Maybe you're right, but again, can't say that with certainty. We don't know that. All of it manufactured? What is it manufactured? Dealing with a lunatic? We don't know what he'll be after. Yeah? No, we're not dealing with a lunatic. That's also bullshit. We're dealing he's not a lunatic. You can say what you want, you know. You don't get to be a fucking leader of a superpower on a global scale for decades by being lunatic. That's another shit that, you know, American media likes to tell. You know, I'm not saying that. Yeah, what's the best way to put it? Trust me, Putin is smarter than fucking most of the people in this chat and probably me. You know, he's not stupid. You don't get to rule a nation longer than pretty much anybody else under autocratic regime if you're an idiot or a lunatic. He's smart. He has different values. He doesn't value the same things the way you do. That's why he might appear to be irrational, or you might think, how come he doesn't care? Because he doesn't care. People in different countries have different values in different cultures. But trust me, he's not stupid or a lunatic. Well, I mean, that is also true. I do, however, feel that there has been quite big miscalculations made about what's going to happen in Ukraine. I do feel that there have been some very big mistakes made. More than probably me. I said, you know, likely, you know. Again, coming from Mr. Hey, what's up, Shadow Raiders? Welcome everybody. You know, that's what I'm saying, you know. I don't know for a fact how smart he is, but I do assume that he very easily could be smarter than I am. Probably is. It's not that I'm trying to be confident. It's just I don't want to say that I'm like, you know, a local village idiot either. But, you know, you have to be smart. You have to be ruthless. You just legalize weed everywhere. The weed thing is, yeah. I mean, if it's legal half the place on the planet, I don't get why it's not still legal in every place on the planet, to be honest. Again, not particularly into the whole weed thing. Not particularly into the whole weed thing. What brain going on? Ah, my brain's too hot. Hey, what's up, Hamp? How are you doing? What's up, Lord Shadow? What's up, Morton? Coming from Mr. Shadow? Well, welcome, Morton. I'm glad you're here. Always pleasure to see you too. He's a murderer, not a lunatic. Oh, he's 100% a murderer. But again, human being can be more than one thing. He can be a murderer, he can be a ruler, he can be, you know, a smart person. Which again, yeah, the people that, you know, think he's like an idiot or crazy, it's like, do you really believe that? If a crazy idiot can rule a nation for 2 decades, then, you know, what's stopping any one of us? Oh crap. Okay, let's smack it up. So I'd pull out Karate Mike. Oh, 8 fights and more before boss on. Aw, poor baby. Poor baby. So I still get 6. Still good enough, Eric. Still good enough. Why is your chat like 5 minutes behind all the time? Does it come too slower? No, because I like to answer questions properly. You know, I'm sorry about that, but you know, I can catch up to the chat, but I normally get talking because I don't like ignoring people's messages. I try to answer as many, if not all, depending how active the chat. And I also, you know, like to have the somewhat longer discussions sometimes. I do get the fact that I should be catching up more chill, but it's not coming to me slower. It's just, you know, actually try to give a proper answer, not or just skip over it. You know, I know some people will be annoyed by it, but there we go. I'm in front of Denmark that Hitler took. We are not affected by Russians, but we don't like the thought of what it can evolve into. Exactly. Nobody likes the thought of what it can evolve into. The reason Horseman AA can't do Mixmaster Chavez? Don't think so. I think you should be able to. Not that I'm aware of. I think that Horseman AA should be able to do that fight. And be dead, but he invaded country. He has support, motivation, greed, looks like. Reminds me of Iraq. Something like that. I mean, there are always mistakes made. Always mistakes being made. Rockets. So that I was saying, watch the movie. Why the dog is called War is just manufactured BS the present. That's freaking comedian accent. Well, manufactured is in like what sense? Do you think it's not happening? And like, do you think it's news media conspiracy theory telling us? Do you think that people that watch this, you know, my channel are also in on it, who are living in Ukraine? Manufacturers and how? You know, I can easily accept that there are ulterior motives of how this started, but the fact that it's happening. Oh, Hitler's alliance prove that you can be crazy and rule the country, though. Well, again, do you really think that those people? Well, you can crazy. You can become deranged. Obviously, yes, you can. I agree with that, but again, do you think that, you know, Stalin or Hitler or whatever? Do you think they were stupid? Like, I don't. Have rest. Alright, see you later, Lord. Don't stress out your old backside. Don't stress out your old backside. Ready for war season? Well, I hope I am ready for war season. I hope I am ready for war season. It's gonna be interesting to see how this season changes compared to the last one. Because, you know, last one we did have the high ground. And this new global, I want to see what kind of effect it's going to be. And I also want to see if Human Torch is still going to be banned the entire season. Well, my guess is obviously yes, because if Human Torch was banned the entire season when we had high ground active, which is kind of like a node that directly shafts Human Torch over, then I suppose that chances are that he's going to be banned the entire season now. But I'm quite curious as to which champions are going to be getting banned now, primarily. Why did I read Chels message wrong since it's been deleted? And it's just... Oh, there were far from stupid. they didn't have quite crazy. Oh yeah, eventually, you know, you can go mental. And again, you know, that's true. He might be, you know, going crazy now. I don't think he is though. I think he knows exactly what he's doing, and I think he knows exactly why he's doing it. I don't think he's gone crazy, so to speak. Oh crap, I'm so gonna get wrecked in this fight. Come on, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. One, oh, whew. Barely. Barely. Did ever release his name or... well, many people here know my name. It is a no name. Why do you care that much about my name though? Why do you care about my name so much? For whatever reason, when somebody is kind of flat out, you know, specifically is very curious, I don't trust people like that. It's like, what difference does it make to you? What difference does it make to you? Call me fucking Shirley. Yeah. Call me Candle. I don't know. Call me Sprinkles. I don't mind. Why the hell do you need to know? What's up, Metro? I mean, I'm not hiding it specifically. There are a lot of people who know my name. It's just, you know, I find it suspicious that you're so interested. No one wanted 7.4 so much. Crazy. Yeah, I really want 7.4 too. I do hope that we get, you know, all the news and updates kind of like quickly and swiftly now. Quake auto ban like Dodge? Maybe. I think there's a good chance this season that Quake is gonna get more bans around. Because, you know, High Ground did stop Quake quite well. So I do think that there is a better chance Quakes are gonna get banned. But we'll see. Regina Falange. Sure, why not? Call me Regina. There's an opinion of Dream is going on. No war, I agree. No war. Correct. He was trying to claim there is no war in Ukraine. Let's find out. If I understood him correctly. Well, I don't know. Any luck with the cow crew crystals? Nope. Haven't gotten anything good from those cow crystals. They all suck. They have worse drop rates, by the way. Yeah, no, Cedar, I get where you're coming from. I definitely get what you're coming from. Thought Shirley was only on weekends. Oh, you can make an exception for this enthusiastic man. You can make an exception for this enthusiastic man. Hey, what's up, Digambar? How are you doing? Oh, been a long time. It's like Biden was put in place. Well, again, Biden was put in place. One of those things. Never say never. But again, if that truly was the case, I don't know. I don't know. All I'm gonna say, maybe you're right. I don't believe it, but you know, maybe, who knows? Somebody convinces me of it, maybe, but I don't believe it. People always want there to be some magic conspiracy, you know. Sometimes there isn't. I'm not saying now. Maybe you're right. But until somebody like properly proves it, you know, I don't believe that. I don't buy that. Where everybody wants there to be some secret master plan behind it. Joke from friends. Aye. Hello, Sprinkles. Hey, what's up, Devil's Advocate? How are you doing? Down back. Second, you're saying there's war, it's planned by too much for Max Canosa. It's alright. Here, if you ever reveal this, then ask you to reveal it. It's alright, don't worry about Hussein. I'm just messing around. I don't mean anything, you know, bad by it. I'm just having a bit of fun with you, man. Don't worry. I have revealed my name multiple times in the past. Yes. there are a lot of people in this chat who do know my name. There are some people in this chat who even know my address, who have been to visit me. But I also do not necessarily intend to, you know, advertise it. So there's that. Not saying nothing's happening, it's happening by design. Again, you know, I think I still don't know where the FKT lives. Haha. Well, I think it might be possible, but again, with plenty of willpower, you can make everything appear kind of the way you want. What's the best way to put it? You know, if you watch CNN, then it looks like, you know, Trump is BFFs with Russian and they're cuddling it all day out. If you watch Fox News, then Hillary's, you know, international spy queen that had like everybody spy on Trump and colluded with Russians themselves. What I'm gonna say is, you know, it doesn't take much to put together kind of like a documentary with selective facts and loose interpretation of events to make something appear one way or another. And that's the entire point of, like, you know, politics and media these days. So you know, there have also been documentaries made about how COVID doesn't exist or how 5G spreads COVID. This means all true. I'm not saying that that's the case with yours. I'm saying that I'm not surprised that there are movies like that out, and that alone is by no means like enough to convince me. At some point, maybe, you know, and at some point maybe I think it would be interesting to look into it, but I don't think it's something that would be very easy to convince me about. Just check your vid and best 6 champs. All good. Thanks, Metro. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Anyway, Shirley is nice. I know Shirley is quite nice. Have you thought about second YouTube channel? Yes, I have. I actually made second YouTube channel. That is already. If you open my YouTube channel, you can find second channel. It's called Critical Thinking One, and I have just started it. I actually started like a week or two ago. So I'm slowly starting on it. Starting in 1 minute. Take care, everyone. Oh, right. AQ starting soon. True. Yeah, I want to rank 3 my King Groot, but I also have a feeling I should have tier 5 CC. Nah, rank 3 your King Groot. Go for it. Go for it, young man. King Groot's worth it. Fury rank 4 is tempting? Yeah, no. Fury is one sexy man. Fury is one sexy man to rank 4. Still don't know where KT lives. Good. Surprise, Lorna. Hey, what's up, John? John knows where I live. John knows where I live. Can I have your address? No. Can you have my address? No. We can meet in a undisclosed public location with witnesses. How about that? Alright. Just learn how. Yeah. Don't use Nimrod and Touch. That's not a good idea at all. That's a horrible idea. Biden should send Hunter back to Ukraine, damage control. Yeah, I'm sure he would enjoy it. I'm sure he would have fun there. What's up, Travis? How am I doing? Doesn't need any expertise. He was already on the board. Ukraine energy. Yeah, well, that's kind of exactly the point. What I'm saying, you know. Today, all the news stories are drastically different based on, you know, who is telling the story. And they have gotten so good at their jobs that they can literally make anything seem possible. So also, I do completely agree that we're living in an age where a lot of so-called conspiracy theories become very, very truthful. very, very truthful, you know, a few months later. Like it was conspiracy theory or medical misinformation that vaccines don't stop the spread, or that masks don't help, or that, you know, you were a legitimate conspiracy theorist if you said that you think COVID might have came from a lab, right? Now, you know, oh, it's very likely that COVID did indeed come out of a lab. And all that shit. So I'm not saying, you know, that it's impossible. But, you know, still think some things are more plausible, some things are less plausible. Maybe it's worth watching though. First rank 4 is Doom, no regrets. That's fine. Doom was my second rank 4. And I don't regret it, but I also don't really use him all that much. Divide and Conquer? Oh yeah. I think the population itself is more polarized than ever, and nobody trusts or believes anything. That includes news sources. I don't know a single news channel which I would actually feel somewhat confident in, you know, which I would hear reporting and just be like, yeah, that's probably true. Not a one of them anymore, you know, because they all publish bullshit and then it turns out it's bullshit. None of them redact it, none of them go back and correct the record, and they just hope people are gonna forget and they peddle the next piece of shit based on which party they belong to, and that's it. So yeah, no, you know, when I was growing up, you know, obviously, you know, I was much more naive and stuff like that, but also I just had a feeling that I saw something in the news, and you know, I was kind of somewhat confident that I know what I saw. Now if I see something in the news, I'm like, okay, I need to check at least fucking 15 articles, Twitter, and, you know, everywhere across the planet to kind of try and actually figure out what happened. But that is life today. That is what you have to do if you want to actually know what's happening in the world. Because otherwise, you know, you're just going to be taken advantage of. Otherwise, anybody can tell you anything they want and you're going to believe them and you're going to end up doing stupid things. In the name of stupid people. Is that rank for Maxi Cap Infinity War worth it? Or APOC? I'd probably want APOC first, to be honest. I think Cap Infinity War 6 rank 4 is a sexy specimen of a man. That beard with that high rank would be awesome. But I think APOC is APOC's better. Love you for allowing us to talk about it though. Good luck on those units, but thanks. And no worries, chill. Again, as I said, I genuinely, here's the thing. I do believe in everybody thinking for themselves, coming to their own conclusions, and you know, trying their best to, you know, like, look at things from different perspectives. And always operate with the idea that you're wrong. You know, I might not believe that it's true, but I also know that it might be, and I might be wrong. Because who the fuck knows? It kind of helps to keep a level head. Just keep that little bit of doubt at the back of your head. Maybe the things that I saw are bullshit. But hey, anyways, enjoy your evening, chill. I'll definitely consider APOC. Yeah, I would consider APOC. Definitely, I would consider APOC. What's up, Otte? How are you doing? Welcome. You came to US. Where would you go? Where would I go? I don't know. Well, I know. Florida sounds like a fun place to visit. I don't know, Texas. I mean, I'd probably love to visit like California, but I definitely wouldn't want to like stay there. I just want to go and take a look at, like, you know, Hollywood stuff. But Florida is definitely not a place where I want to live. Sorry, I mean California. Probably Texas or Florida most likely. Or maybe some of the, you know, mid-states that I don't know that much about, you know. It's not like I know every state well, you know. There are a lot of kind of less remarkable states. Again, in recent speech session said that the Omicron has done a better job at vaccinating the world than the vaccines themselves. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true. But you know, I also think it's funny that almost every country on the planet recognized natural immunity since the very beginning of the pandemic. or at the very least in the first half a year. And somehow in US it didn't count. In every country on the planet, natural immunity was a thing, except in US. Why? You know, why was that a thing? So they'd sell more fucking jabs, obviously. Literally the only reason. I'm not entirely sure why they couldn't get away with it in the rest of the world. But I know for a fact that the only reason natural immunity was not a thing up until like very, very recently in America is because they couldn't make money of natural immunity and they couldn't make money of vaccines. 100%. That I believe in, you know, unquestionably. You have an entire planet saying, you know, it is there, it helps, it's good, in many cases even better. America's like, no, it doesn't count, didn't hear that. Will you go for a mega? No, I'm not gonna grind for anything in a really long time. I'm not gonna grind for any 6 stars. Any new 6 stars. I might grind for, like, you know, repeat champions or some basics. But I'm not gonna be grinding for a newly released 6 star anytime soon. Tried for the Cap America, put up 179.4 million. Realized I still need to spend a shit ton of units to put up that score. I missed. And then I also realized it's definitely not worth it. So that's the reason I kind of grinded for it. I just wanted to see how well it would, or poorly it would go for me. How much units I would need to use. How much time I would take and stuff like that. And now I'm convinced that I'm not going to be grinding for a new champion in a really long time. Unless I will smell a new Hercules, you know? Unless it's something like a new Hercules. So, you know, Omega Sentinel would have to be really, 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 really good for me to kind of go back on what I just said. But even if she is, I probably wouldn't, unless she's also like top 5 prestige or something. And just save up the shards for the next feature or something. But yeah, no, I don't plan to grind on anything in nearby future. I might grind for Medusa like in a basic arena. You see SYG post in forums. Guess what? Apparently She-Hulk Heavy is bugged once again. I didn't see it. I'll take a look at it. But that's cool if it is. That's cool if it is. I only get 2 stars from PH and 3 stars from Jim. Yeah. Well, maybe you got in somebody's bad books, Lawrence. Maybe you got in somebody's bad books, Lawrence. Got to join AQ. Alright, see you in a bit, JJ. See you in a bit. After a few dry months, are you excited about 7.4? Yeah, I have to be, you know. If I'm not excited for 7.4, what the hell am I going to be excited for? This month has to be decent. This month has to be good. I keep saying it, but I truly mean it. This month has to be good. Otherwise, I don't know. Mikko had such a dead time in MCOC. Whatever. Makes sense why the feature grind's pretty steep. Yeah, it's stupid high. Do you ever use War Machine's pre-fights? Yes. Are the most useless ones in the fighting? No. There are many champions with more useless pre-fights that they only typically activate on themselves. Like, does anybody ever use Jubilee pre-fight?
Emma Rhodes $26.83. Dancing women, dancing women, dancing women.
Emma Rhodes. Wait a minute. Why are you trying to bamboozle me? Where's JJ? Where's John? Where's what? Where does Emma Rhodes come from? Where does Emma Rhodes come from? Jubilee has pre-fights? Yeah, Jubilee has pre-fights. Alright. Alright. We're gonna put Emma Rhodes up here. And that was actually... That's Emma Rhodes. Emma Rhodes. Ah. So you see, I thought somebody's trying to bamboozle me. I thought Emma Rhodes. Okay, now it makes sense. So it's gonna be 52, 53. It's gonna be 53. And 1 second. 1 plus 1. 6. There we go. I think it's like that. Oh no, I'm an idiot. You know, I'm correct. I think it's correct. So my fault. Don't know for me. Thanks, John. You got me confused. Thank you very much. That's definitely generous. But this is like Emma Rhodes. It's like, this is like a new thing happening here. Is how many Emmas are watching this stream? Like, you proper got me going then. JJ Multiverse confirmed. I know it's JFAM Multiverse. Can't spell it. I can't spell it, but I can lift it. Hey, that's the only thing that matters, man. Spelling's overrated anyways. Spelling's especially with autocorrect. Spelling's overrated anyways. Anything you're buying egg launchers from Amazon to throw at it? Oh, that's cool. Come to Idaho, there isn't anything to do, but we are better than the rest. We have potatoes. You see, exactly, I'm sure there are plenty of states I know very little about, like Idaho. Hey, what's up, Soloy Big? How are you doing? Anyway, maybe just to become better in war. I suppose I can. Kind of like MZoo Rules of War type of video. Rules of War. But you know, most of them are fairly kind of basic, you know. Listen to your officers. Do your duels. Boost up. Calm down. Make sure your device is, you know, fresh. Before war, I often restart the game, for instance. You know, just your basic stuff. Don't cheap out. But again, it kind of depends what level wars you play. Whenever it gets old to visit Disneyland. I have never been to Disneyland. How many hour crystals you have? How many 4-hour crystals I have? 600 some, I think. 600 something. Believe they will often immunity to COVID. I got COVID December 2020 and so I got, well, been closely exposed over 30 times for coworkers. Again, you know, immunities, you know, vary in degrees and levels. You might have like some, but you know, for most part, as long as you can mitigate the actual illness, you're fine. Democrat Party needs crisis to win the presidency. Now they're calling one. Well, we'll see. Democrats just got their crisis then. 662 crystals I have. 662. Family members haven't gotten any symptoms. That's good on you. Wow. Good for you, definitely. You know, there are a lot of people who are asymptomatic, who have had it and don't even know that they had it, you know. There are plenty of people like that too. Don't forget California giving thousands of dollars to get a job. There should be a red flag that it's not good. Yeah, you know, it doesn't quite sound right. It doesn't quite sound right. Jubilee has pre-fights? Yes. When does AQ series end? It's today day 4 or 5. Today, day 4 or 5. Wife can't do Streamlabs, but I can. You're the boss then. I like that. I like that. You take that credit card in your control. You take that credit card. Trendable sandwich. Yes, Johnny's trendable sandwich. 40k subscriber celebration of Bispa? Maybe. Oh, could do one. Hey, what's up, Sunspotted? How are you doing? How are you doing, Sunspotted? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, my apologies for falling behind on the chat. I'll try my best to kind of catch up and then expand on the topics. But I do like to generally have kind of a bit longer discussions. Not that I'm trying to, you know, say that, you know, other people who stream don't do it right or anything like that. But I feel quite bad when when I kind of moderately medium-sized stream, I end up missing messages. So I try to reply to as many as I can. And B, you know, I generally enjoy kind of having a bit longer chats with you guys. So sometimes that means that I do fall behind the chat a bit. But right now I'm up to date. Right now I'm up to snuff. Let's see, how many battle chips do I have now? Can't see battle chips yet. Come on, 27k. I'm gonna claim them all, so it's probably gonna be at 40k. Let's see if we're gonna get any units there. But yeah, Is Medusa a viable rank 4 candidate? As a 6-star rank 4? I don't think so. Medusa's A prestige is super low. And B, I just don't think she's that good, you know? And it's, again, don't forget that, you know, rank 4 doesn't get that much attack and health increase. Typically, you want rank 4 for, like, very specific reasons, which is competitive play. Which, again, I don't think Medusa is kind of, like, the most competitive of the champions. Ultimately, remember, in that video, like, if you really like a champion, rank it. Don't care what I think, what anybody else think. If you have a champion that you absolutely love using and enjoy kicking ass with, rank it up. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. But, yeah, no, other than that, I don't think it's a good option. Really don't. What's up, Nelson? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, welcome indeed. Hope you have a good day.
Take my money.
JS. Finger slip my bad.
$13.41. Finger slip my bad.
Okay. 9. Oh. Well, I like your finger slips. That's all I'm gonna say. I utterly enjoy when your fingers do slip. Without a doubt. That'll be 66. 7. So this is gonna be 67. 09. Is it 09? Oh wait. Yeah, it's 09. 6709. You know how I'm doing? I'm fine. I'm gonna be finishing up the stream in a bit. I do want to spend a bit of time with my girlfriend before bed. You probably gonna try and force me to watch some horror movie. Probably around time as well. Like, you know, she always wants to make me watch horror movies, and I always want to avoid that. But if I avoid it for too long, then I kind of feel guilty, and then I just always go like, yeah, fine. And then we watch a horror movie, and I don't like horror movies. But things you do for love. Things you do for love. Nick Fury being rank 4 could be an excuse to dump some 6 stones into him. That's also true. My Nick Fury is actually quite high sig on itself. I gave him like 67 6 stones, I think, initially. Or 47 6 stones initially. Just because I needed to urgently get my prestige up at that point. And then I stopped. But then I kept duping him time and time again. Also, I was like my wife. I hate horror movies. Yeah, I don't hate horror movies. It's just I think they are bad movies. I think horror movies use the excuse of the tension, the horror, the jump scares for shit story, shit special effects for most part, and just kind of overall, you know. Here's the way I see it. I get all the same kind of emotions from like a good thriller or suspense movie. But they typically have higher production value, have much better storylines, and are more interesting to me. As an average. Obviously, there are some horror movies that I do like. For instance, I like the... I'm not saying they're like the best ones or anything, but I like where there's that married couple, where the wife can kind of sense demons, and the husband that... I always forget the surname of them. But you know, they were like in the Annabelle, and that was in the same universe as that Nun movie was. The Conjuring, yes, the Conjuring ones. I don't mind those, like, you know. I don't mind those. There are a couple other horror movies that I didn't mind too much. But for most part, like an average horror movie, in my opinion, is just a shit movie. Like, it's not that I hate it. It's not that like I can't take scary movie. No, I really don't care. Like, as a teenager, I used to like Saw series, for instance. I don't mind gore or horror. It's just, I think most of the horror movies are just bad movies. John made me watch a terrible film the other day, Fistful of Vengeance. I was trying to make my girlfriend watch it yesterday. I was genuinely, because it was on Netflix and recommended or something like that. I was genuinely trying to get my girlfriend watch Fistful of Vengeance yesterday. I'm not even joking. That was my plan for yesterday, yes. Fistful of Vengeance. I didn't get my way though, but I did try. Graveyard Encounters? I have not heard of it. Found Event Horizon Scary. Is that that new game that everybody's playing? But yeah, how is it? Your imagination is way too active for a horror movie. That's the thing, my girlfriend is terrified of them as well. Like if she watches a scary horror movie, she's afraid to go to bathroom and or she's afraid, you know, to go to bed and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. Like she genuinely can get really scared of them, but she still wants to keep watching them. Watching Cobra Kai? Oh yeah, I actually watched all of it. I caught up to Cobra Kai. But looked like dancing. Looked like dancing. Horizon Forbidden West is the game. Very good then. What's the difference to what you said? Oh yeah, rank 3 Archangel in war can be very fun. Rank 3 Archangel is definitely quite good in war. Any tips for Act 5? A lot of tips for Act 5. What specific problems are you having? What specific problems are you having? Watch Paranormal Activity and then John walked away for a week. I'm shitting my pants. Oh, that sounds brilliant. That sounds brilliant. There was this keep the lights out movie. It was quite scary, and we watched it in cinemas. And yeah, then someone who shall not be named was afraid of dark and shadows for like 3 weeks at least. You watch Peaky Blinders? No, I haven't seen Peaky Blinders. I have heard some really good things, but I haven't seen Peaky Blinders now. John was scared of Shazam. Was he? Really? Who was he? First part of Paranormal Activity was actually good. I think we have seen it. I like The Conjuring. The Conjuring series is good. That Conjuring universe I like. I think that they are quite cool. I don't mind those movies. You know, those movies I can kind of watch voluntarily. I think they're quite A-okay in my book. They are A-okay in my book. I don't think they're like, you know, the cinematic masterpieces, but, you know, I genuinely don't mind those. They're quite nice. Oh, crap. Come on, Angela. I love horror movies. They're cool. Yeah, not me. But I have watched more horror movies than I care for. Like, you know, not entirely voluntarily. So even though I'm not the biggest fan, I still end up seeing quite a lot of them. It's kind of like when I was growing up and we only had one TV at our home and there's only like 4 channels and there was no internet and we didn't have a PC at our home. You know, I was never into Spanish telenovelas, but I knew the storyline of all of them just because that was the only thing that was on telly. It was either watch nothing or watch my mom's Spanish telenovelas. You know, there was different times. It was different times. So, you know, probably saw like more than my fair share of them. Was it not horror movies help having a better? Aren't we? Did not know that. What's up, KG? How you doing? You don't need eyes where we're going. Sounds perfectly normal. That sounds perfectly normal. Scared a crab out here as a kiddo. Which movie scared a crab out here, kiddo? Halloween movies? Oh, yeah, I don't think I have seen them. Don't care for them. don't care for Halloween. You know, it's never been like a Latvian thing anyway, so never really got into it much. Watch Peaky Blinders. It's a good series. Yeah, I believe you. I have heard a lot of people say it's very good. It's just, again, if you want to start watching series that long, it's kind of like a big commitment, so to speak. I really don't have that much time to watch, you know, stuff. Wrong Turn, when I was like, oh, Wrong Turn was quite nice. Oh, there was a Final Destination, or something like, I think, was it Final Destination? Those movies where, you know, they kind of cheat death, and then death come to grab them. I remember those. I quite fancied those. And what was the name of them? Like, I think it was Final Destination? I think I remember like at least 3 or 4 of them, you know, as a teenager. Saw one in cinemas as well, in my early 20s. I feel about Hallmark Christmas movies on internet was always super slow because storms, and my mom watched nothing else, and they have. You see, that's pretty much that. Logan? Yeah, Logan's a good movie. Logan's a good movie. Peacemaker, The Boys, and Umbrella Academy. Yeah, I have seen all of them. I have seen Peacemaker, The Boys, and Umbrella Academy. The Boys is getting like an anime or cartoon or something, isn't it? I saw a trailer somewhere. Only thing that I'm waiting for is Invincible Season 2, to be honest. How long does it take to make another season of freaking Invincible? That was so good. I really liked it. I liked it that much that afterwards I actually I didn't read the comic, but I watched crap ton of videos that, you know, kind of go over the entire Invincible universe and storylines and stuff like that. And I watched like crap ton of those videos. Yeah, let's see how much of this we have. Need to finish up. Need to finish up here. So let's claim all the goodies. And lock down the part. Shit, it's gonna be like fine. Ah. Oh, poor Emma. Oh yeah, we watched the Invisible Man or whatever it's called as well, not too long ago. It's so-so. Not awful. I guess it's not awful. I mean, like, no, it's watchable. Definitely have seen worse ones. Definitely have seen worse ones. But yeah, I've watched that Invisible Man as well. That's on Netflix now. You know, it came out a couple of years ago, I think. Jack Reacher series was awesome. Yeah, we binged it in the first like 2 days. Jack Reacher was quite awesome series. I liked it a lot. Definitely. Definitely. Good. There were some things that really pissed me off in Jack Reacher series though. His power level kept changing, you know. When he needed to show off and stuff like that, he was like bloody Terminator. And then in that house scene, he like offs everybody, but that little cousin shit beats the crap out of him. It's like, really? It's like third of the size of him, and he kicked the shit out of him and like knocked him in the pool and stuff. You know what I mean? That pool fight scene thing, it really pissed me off. It's like, it would never happen. It would never happen, even if, you know, that wouldn't be Jack Reacher, even if those two would be like regular average guys. Let alone if, you know, it's actually meant to be this super military man. There are some things that really irked me like that. But, you know, for most part, I really did enjoy Jack Reacher series. They're on Amazon Prime, I think, yeah. I do think they were quite cool. Alright, let's pop this. Come on, units. 105 units, man. Jackpot. Sweet. 150 units. I'm okay with that. We're banging in them units. Nice. Nice. Silent Hill. Focus with your hand. There are plenty of them, too. It's just, I'm not, you know, I won't even say it. It's just in general, I kind of tend to avoid all of them. Did the same with Invincible. How much you want to bet that Mark and Amber break up this next season? Honestly, I'm hoping for episode 1. Yeah, me too. Haha, me too. Anyways, that will be it for now. You guys have been absolutely awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed having a chat with you. I hope you guys consider this stream as a couple hours well spent. And I shall be back tomorrow morning. Greetings from Ukraine. Greetings to you too. Stay safe. I hope you're well. And may God bless. Slava Ukraini. See ya.
Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next
I'm in danger!